Hey Arthur, this is exciting. We're starting or kicking off this capstone course with Module 1. And so everybody, this is Arthur and Sandra sitting here. We're recording kind of our thoughts as we go through these slides. This is just really us trying to make sure that you have a really good feel after this first year of interacting with us in various ways of who BJC Healthcare is. Don't forget that this is a module that not only you, the owner, should be taking, but everybody in your organization that would have any involvement with BJC Healthcare over the process of building your relationship. So, Arthur, we're going to kind of talk about it a little bit here. Who is BJC Healthcare?
And in particular, in Module 1, what have you learned about BJC Healthcare as a client?
Yeah, Arthur, as I think about us going through these slides, this is really marketing intelligence. If you really were to look into what is marketing intelligence, it's really making sure you have the information about your client, that a lot of times when you don't have that information, you spend a lot of wasted time and energy trying to market yourself to the wrong people at the wrong time for the wrong purpose. So this section is really saying, you really want to know who BJC is. And so Arthur, aside from obviously, I had my children at BJC, so I know all about Children's Hospital, but other than that, who's BJC?
Well, BJC actually is made up of 13.
Really?
That's 13 hospitals. And they cover not only St. Louis, but Southern Illinois, Mid-Missouri. Some of them that I'm sure you've probably heard of, Barnes-Jewish, and of course, Christian Hospital Northwest. But there's also some you may not have heard of, like Parkland Health Center or the Alton Memorial Hospital, the Rehabilitation Institute of St. Louis. But this list here shows the 13 hospitals that comprise the BJC system.
And why should that matter to me from a marketing standpoint, you think?
Well, one of the things that being a member of the Capacity Building Warehouse is not only you'll look at opportunities at the main project at the Washington University Medical Campus Renewal Project, but also at these 13 hospitals, there are other projects that you could be working on while you're waiting for your portion of the bigger project to come in. So you want to not only know these 13 locations, but eventually find out which one of these 13 locations may have some work that needs to be done that's in a trade that you may be in.
Yeah, I think as part of being really knowledgeable about BJC, I'd spend a little time kind of driving around leisurely Sunday afternoon and actually check out these facilities. You can learn a lot by driving by. You can obviously see trailers and see people working on projects, but there's stuff that's going on inside too. The maintenance side of these hospitals is often taken care of by a whole different set of contractors than who we might be dealing with on campus renewal. So great information, 13 hospitals.
13 hospitals. As a matter of fact, if you go to bjc.org, it'll actually not only give you the names of the hospitals, but directions and pictures of what the hospitals actually look like.
Right, so that's bjc.org, just the general BJC
Right, bjc.org.
Great. But then there's campus renewal, and obviously, Arthur didn't capitalize the C on campus, but
right.
we know what that stands for. WashU Medical Center Campus Renewal Project. That's the reason we're all here. That's really what the catalyst project that brought us here. And a lot of people maybe don't know a lot about what this project really entails. And so as somebody in the warehouse, minimally, you want to realize that this is a project that is going to transform that corner there on Kings Highway and Forest Park, Arthur. I mean, I've driven by that corner most of my life, and you can see some things already happening there.
And it's going to be over the next decade. And the two hospitals that are going to really transform or change is going to be Barnes-Jewish Hospital and the St. Louis Children's Hospital. They're going to be completely renovated the way they look. So, again, those are the two hospitals that are directly affected by this campus renewal project.
And there's renovation and there's new construction over there. So realize that obviously you're seeing some buildings that are being renovated. Some of that is happening within this project as we speak. And you're seeing some new construction. So, really spend time, and we're going to share with you later on a wonderful website that tells you all about what's happening there. But, before you get into the project itself, you might want to know who the project team is. Right. Certainly, after sitting through BJC 101 for a full year, Arthur, everybody knows who the project team is.
That's right. You should not only know the team, but also know what their responsibilities are. So on the Washington University Medical Center Campus Renewal Project, the project team breaks down as follows. The program manager is Jacobs.
Jacobs Engineering. We all have heard of Jacobs before, but certainly in this course you've had a chance to meet the key people who are part of that team who represent Jacobs.
And ACW Alliance, which is made up of Alberici, Clayco, and S.M. Wilson are the construction managers on this project. You probably worked for some of them in on other projects individually. You want to definitely look at how you can leverage those relationships to work with them as an alliance on this project. The executive architect is HOK, and the diversity consultants. Sandra, who are the diversity consultants?
Well, gosh, that company is really exciting. That's Marks and Associates.
Okay.
So obviously we play a great role. This is a great slide because what BJC has done, and even though, again, we go back and forth calling it WashU Campus Renewal or BJC Campus Renewal, we say it this way, BJC and Campus Renewal, because even though this is the Campus Renewal team, we're also working with PD&C themselves as a collaborative and being sure that everything kind of works together. So we're the diversity consultants for BJC, and the Campus Renewal Project is the catalyst project that's brought us here.
Okay. Now, Sandra, if you want to find out more information about the Campus Renewal Project or other construction projects, I know other construction projects would probably be on that bjc.org.
Yeah.
But you told me that there's a specific site that's been set up for the Campus Renewal Project.
Exactly, and you should know this site by memory and put it in your, what's that, your favorite key,
right.
What's that thing? But anyway, obviously www.bjcconstruction.org. Not only can you sit, if you really just have all day to do so, and watch a webcam that's pointed directly at the sites and get a chance to see the work as it progresses, but also you can get a very accurate listing of who the contractors are that are working on the project, the primes as well as all the minority women-owned firms. You're also going to see that there are case studies that are being put up there, stories. And by the time we're done with this project, every one of you firms should have a story up on this site. This becomes a way for you to actually, if you're already on the project, make sure you tell clients to go to this website and see your name listed on the project. If you're in the warehouse, make sure you tell firms that you're trying to do business with that you're in the BJC Capacity Building Warehouse. If they ask you what is the Capacity Building Warehouse, then take them to this site. So this is a wonderful site, and you're going to know this by heart. We're going to have some games later on in another session to make sure that you have not avoided going to this site very often.
Right. And again, this completes our first module. After this module, I understand that there's a test you take. And again, the goal whenever you take the test is to be the best and get the best score you can take. So you can actually retake the test as many times as you have to take it to get 100.
100%. That's
right.
The only thing that's acceptable with firms that are in the capacity building warehouse. So good luck on the first module.